welcome back to Freaky Friday, and today I'm going to be speaking about my experience with an evil spirit. Now, it's not an evil spirit in this house, but in the house that I had rented out while this one was getting renovated. We moved there about last year for a few months until this work got done. And the moment we moved there, everything felt so empty and wrong about it. It just, and on top of that, it had a balcony, and whenever you went to the balcony, it was just so hollow. Even though you could see a building right in front of you, like you could actually peek in and see what people are doing in their houses. It was that close. When you went to the balcony, it just felt so hollow, like time stands still at that house. It felt wrong, the entire place. And even my dog Joey used to get really hyper and weird over there. He used to wake up in the middle of the night because it was just weird. He used to wake up in the middle of the night and run around, act agitated and irritated and just restless, and we couldn't understand at first. We thought maybe it's the heat, but I feel like it has something to do with my experiences as well. So let's start with the time that me and my sister and Joey were sitting in the hall and just relaxing at the end of a long day. We were just winding down, sitting down and enjoying our coffee, watching some TV, and suddenly I had the strong urge to go and look out the peephole of my door. Why I felt like doing that, I don't know. I just felt like getting my ass up, going to the peephole and seeing what's outside. So I just did it. I don't know why I had the urge to do that. So I got up, I went to the door, and I saw from the peeping hole, and I could see someone peeping back, and they just like went away the moment that I got there at the door, which was just so unnerving. Like, I couldn't even see that person's face. It was completely pitch black. I couldn't see the person, and the moment that I went to the peephole to see what's outside, that person saw me and just went back. And it was just so creepy. It creeped the hell out of me. I don't know what it was. I couldn't even recognize it. I couldn't understand its face. It was completely black. Maybe it was just a person pranking on me, but why would I have the sudden urge to get up and go to the peeping hole and then see a black shadowy figure of a person? It seems strange to me, and that's when the first incident took place. So moving on to the second incident, what happened was I was studying late at night because I had an exam the next day, and since I am not too sincere, I didn't start early, so I had to stay up late at night to do my work. So I was studying casually, and it was October, so it was not too windy, it was really warm. Actually, it was really warm, and that's why I had kept the window open, and suddenly a big gush of wind came over, even though it was not windy at all, which I kind of find strange now. I didn't really think of it then, but now it surely does seem strange. Suddenly a wind coming over, flipping my pages. It was that strong, and I was just like, fine, wind seems normal. I just overlooked it, and then later what happened was I continued to study, I continued to write down, and then I hear these crows going crazy. They're they're so loud, and it's late at night, and it's not even like 4 o'clock or something that they'll wake up. No, it's around 2-3ish in the morning. I don't know, they just decided to go crazy. I was just like, okay, that is strange, because all of a sudden a flock of birds cannot go crazy loud in the middle of the night. That's just strange. So I was just like, okay, fine, whatever. I still need to study. Even if this shit is happening, I still need to study. I still have an exam. So I continued to study, and suddenly an unnerving urge came over me. I was just so extremely uneasy. I felt like I was studying here. This was my study table, and the window was right here, right? So I felt like something was outside at the window, just waiting for me to get up and look out. Obviously, I'm not one of those horror movie people, so I didn't look out. I was just like, fuck this, I'm gonna sit and study. Hopefully this feeling will go away. Maybe I'm just being weird, but I know that I can sense things, and my sense sensing, wow. My sense is just getting stronger. So I knew that my sense couldn't be completely wrong about something like that, but I just decided to ignore because I still had to give that exam, you know. So I continued to study, and this urge and this fear and anxiety just kept on growing so much that I literally got up. I went in the washroom and just looked at myself in the mirror, and my eyes were like bloodshot. I don't know why. I was just so anxious and so uncomfortable. It felt as if I don't if I don't do something about my fear right now, I am just gonna flip, okay? I felt like I was gonna go unconscious or someone was gonna kill me. It's almost as if I was on my way to the graveyard, you know? I just died and someone's taking me to the graveyard. I just felt like this was my end. If I don't do something about this, I'm just going to die, and my head was about to burst. So my camera decided to switch off by itself for no apparent reason. Okay, so as I was saying, I felt like if I did nothing about it, my head would just burst out. And I have pretty like strong sensations about the paranormal, and what I had sensation about this particular entity was it was an evil entity, and it has something to do that was its purpose was to inflict pain and bring grief, and I was really sure of that, and it just made me feel so uncomfortable and so uneasy to be around it, you know. It felt like I needed to get the hell out of that place. And at that point, I felt like the best thing that I could do is just forget that anything happened, forget that the wind gushed in, forget that I heard the crows going crazy, forget that I had this sensation, forget the urges to just burst my head open. I had to forget all of that and just go back to bed like nothing happened. And it just scares me that some of the things that I did when I was at this house were not at all voluntary. I just got up. I closed the book as if I had no exam tomorrow. I really needed to study. I really needed to give that exam the next day, obviously. But I just couldn't get myself to study any longer. I had to go to the bed and sleep. Even though I really needed to study and I knew it. I wanted to. I couldn't. I just made myself go and act like nothing was wrong. And it was just really hard for me to fall asleep. I just clenched my eyes as hard as I could and just try to forget what had happened. And yeah, when you're doing something involuntarily, it's strange, and it's a strange sensation that you're left with after you're done doing that. And I felt like I was saved. Something worse could have happened, definitely. Something definitely worse could have happened. But I'm not one of the horror movie people, so I'm glad. And hopefully you found this experience enjoyable for some reason. I don't know. I just felt like I wanted to share this with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please be sure to share it. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next week. Stay slant. 1.